welcome to ONV Respect the Game podcast. Welcome, everybody. Good to be back.
Yes.
I'm glad to see everybody's here.
Yes, sir.
Before we get started, I want C-Stats to give us a prayer real quick.
Yes, I don't mind. Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we just thank you for this day, this opportunity to go before your people, dear Heavenly Father. Let us speak some wisdom into someone that's out there, dear Heavenly Father, that's watching this podcast. Bless those that are on the podcast. Bless those that are behind the scenes. In your son, Jesus' name, we pray. Amen.
Amen. How's everybody doing today?
Doing well, sir. How are you?
I am doing good. I'm doing good. But before we get deep in the conversation, y'all know I said Knicks in 5, right?
Man, I forgot he was on the last set, man.
Yeah. But was it in 5 or 4?
It was in 5.
It was in 5.
4-1.
So will we owe you some money?
I'm just I just wanted to prove that I
Hey,
was
it's
right.
because they was the younger team, so I really wanted just the younger team to win.
Who was the younger team?
The Spurs.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm saying. They had Carl
Mr. Ayers
Anthony
got
Towns,
offended.
they had Brunson. These guys been in the league for more
But
than
they
2 or
never
3
won
years.
anything, though.
Right. So it's gonna take some time to get there, but it would have been nice to see those young fellas win. That's all I'm saying.
I was still, if the crazy ending.
The sportsmanship though at the end, I didn't.
Listen,
I'm just
I'm mad. I'm teed off. So
okay. So he just like them.
I'm walking. I ain't got time to be shaking hands. We'll talk later.
What you teaching the kids?
You know what? I'm teaching reality.
Oh, he a whole nother person today, man. Hey, we're gonna continue on with the setup now. Look.
Yeah. No. You gotta give good sportsmanship.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's
And
what.
sometimes you gotta let them walk away and then come back.
Okay.
You know, and let them readjust their emotion.
That's a
I agree
young.
with
That's a
that.
young mindset.
I agree with that.
Yeah, you know, so no, let them come back and
Mm-hmm.
everybody want to see it on the scene on the
Mm-hmm.
TV.
Well, because it always happens right after the game. Lose or win in any game, you supposed to
That ain't
show
true,
good sportsmanship.
but it does it like in other sports. Because I remember when Isaiah them got smacked by the Bulls, and they walked off like they didn't even see him on the side.
Oh man.
So it's not like it's the first time that done happened.
Right,
So.
right.
But like you say, we got to teach our young people, win or lose, you still got to have good sportsmanship.
Yes,
So,
I agree.
Hey,
So-
we know who he got it from then.
so let's get right into our subject because we was having a deep conversation about our subject, which would be intentional,
Yeah. That's
and what do it means to you as far as on down the line with everything with the youth, with the parents, with the coaches, with the organization, everything. So let's jump into it real quick.
So I just want to say, like, when being intentional, like, I guess more focus on the topic is when you shopping for that team that you want your child to be on, like, what are you looking for? Like, what are you looking for in a coach, like you said? Like some things that you could look for in a coach. Like, I would say just go to a game. Like, go see how, what that resembles. Or
For
whatever
sure.
together.
I think that's huge because when it comes to especially the parents, like we have a lot of parents, and we talked about this the other day specifically, like homes that may have just one parent, right?
Yeah.
And if they do have one parent, does that parent know sports?
Right.
And if they don't know sports, they don't necessarily know what to look for. So like how I know that my son or my daughter told me all their friends play on this team. So I'm going to put my son or my daughter on this team. But that doesn't really tell you like, okay, what is my child getting out of this? What is my child learning out of this? And I feel like that's huge when it comes to intention too, because if you don't know what you're looking for, you kind of subject your child to anything.
Yeah. And you don't necessarily got to know the coach. Like, you can go up and talk to the coach after a game. How do they respect people that they don't know? Like, hey, I'm such and such.
Yeah.
You can read character off of that.
So being a coach across the line, across the table here, how many times have a parent came up to you asking them kind of questions?
I've actually never had that
Exactly.
happen.
That's my point.
And is it because they're scared, would you say, like, or is it because they're disinterested in? I don't really care.
I think it could just because they don't know.
They don't know that they can approach a coach.
Yeah, like some of them, like because some people even
After
have
the
in
game.
rules, like after the game, if you lose,
Yeah.
Mr. Ayers just said he lost. He ain't even trying to shake a hand.
Hey, she gonna throw that in your face.
Yeah. I'm gonna take that. as a parent, for me,
Because
I try not to go to the coach
after the game.
after the game because I want to talk to my child first.
I got you.
But that's if your child is already on the team. We talking about
Well, even if they're on the team not getting playing time, or your
your child want to join this team.
Oh,
I'm saying,
join.
like, I'm interviewing. It's like an interview. I'm interviewing this coach to see if this is a good fit for my. Let me just.
we're gonna
see.
lie to you. We're gonna make up. No,
They do it in
Hey,
college.
he being
though.
honest,
They do it in
man.
college.
we're
though.
gonna give you the best scenario of what we're gonna be.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you
real.
don't know I'm coming though. I just watched you coach.
It
the
don't
whole
matter.
game.
Right.
I'm-
Once you approach me, I'm giving my best
Oh
self.
yeah, we got this.
We
We got
selling
that.
this. We selling
Johnny,
our
new
program.
cars for everybody.
Yeah. So
We gonna lie. I like that, man.
I'm like what you guys said often. Just come and watch.
Mm-hmm.
Just come and observe how that coach is intertwining with
Okay.
everybody, not just the first five.
What about
but with the kid on the end.
Right.
what about talking to other parents to get that aspect? Like,
All of them.
because they gonna lie too.
Yeah.
No,
We got a
well,
good program over here.
Well, it depends. I think it's very, very similar to college recruitment, right?
Yes.
Like, say children start getting offers. When these children start getting offers and they talk to these coaches, they're talking to these coaches. The objective of the coach is to sell the program to the athlete. However, a lot of times those coaches also allow you to talk to the teammates. So if you talking to the teammates,
Yeah.
I mean, unless that teammate's probably going to leave or get in the transfer portal.
Yeah, he ain't gonna say nothing
He
bad.
probably gonna talk positively because they put money in his pocket.
Right.
You know
Hey,
what I'm
they
saying?
good over here, man.
Right, you
Like,
know? And it's like then you get to practice and then you realize like your coach is
yeah.
psychotic. Like
Well, you know, back to the early, not the college so much, but
High
more of a high school or middle school
AAU
or
going
even
somewhere like that.
elementary.
I think it's the same though.
I just think, and y'all could. you know,
No. Give your.
I just think that when you're trying to get your child on a team, what do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want to happen for your child?
And
Okay.
and I think, and I know in respect to coaches and shopping and looking for a team, but I think the intention should start because a lot of our parents think that our child is going to be the next whoever.
Just say LeBron.
We, well, it could be Jalen Brunson right now. I'm just saying,
Okay.
but we believe our child is going to be the
Oh,
next.
you threw that
And we're
in there.
trying to live and some of us are still trying to live out our athletic dreams through our
Yeah.
children. So
I see
you
that
need
a
to
lot.
find out if your athlete
Wants to be.
wants to be in certain situations
Involved.
instead of putting them in situations. Because if I'm
That's
an athlete
intentional.
and I don't like my environment, I'm not going to thrive in that environment.
How do you
Right.
think they can identify that?
Parent,
As
the
a
parent or
yeah.
the child?
As a parent, like how do you think they can identify that in their child? Because I think they struggle with that.
And I
Big
think
time.
and I think we want to go with the flashy. We want to go with the hottest. We want to go with the the most notoriety, the one with the most notoriety. So we want to be in the in crowd. Ask your athlete if they're 6'11" and they want to play center, but
Right.
you want them to play
guard.
a guard,
You gotta
power
learn how
forward.
to dribble.
And they were like, that's not where I feel comfortable. But yeah, you get with them, they're gonna make you this. They go, and I'm gonna lose my love
for the
for
game.
playing the game.
Man, that's real right there. Because I mean, I didn't expect that they didn't want to. I guess I was just expecting that they didn't want to play. I didn't expect them forcing them into the position would make.
So, but
But-
how about the conflict with that? Like, what if your child is you got a big fella on your hands, and they're better at being a big fella than they are a guard?
So you gotta.
It's so many.
So is that a question for a?
I'm saying
Answer.
you say like, okay, talk to your kid,
Yes.
see what your kid
Yeah.
like is comfortable with. However, what if what your athlete is comfortable with is not the best thing for the
So
athlete?
once again, we got to make sure we know what we're talking about
Well,
Being intentional
being
about
intentional.
as a parent.
Yeah.
yes.
And what to expect. I guess.
You got
Yeah.
those parents that know sports though. Like I know
Yeah.
sports. I know that you want to be in this position, but this position is better for you. You would be better if you work your way up to be an edge rusher.
Yeah.
Like drop some weight.
So I'm agreeing with you.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to say that a lot of times if you 6'10", 5'10", or 6'10", we'll use 6'10"
Yeah.
real quick. We already automatically where we want them at.
Big man.
Go get the rebound.
You're right.
Go get a rebound, big man.
I'm telling you, I want my son shooting the basketball out. I want him to be a 3 or a 2.
Because that's rare.
Well, that's coming. That's
That's where the money is.
That's where the money is.
Yeah.
and he's at that level, at that height,
Mm-hmm.
where he should be getting taught how to shoot jump shots instead of just having his back to the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want you to have my son out there.
Shooting a 3.
Okay, I got you. He gonna be there.
That's the coach.
That's the coach.
Intentions.
You know, he gonna, yeah, I got you.
Then
And as soon
come
as
the
you see
game.
the game,
He's
where's brother at?
Get inside.
4 out 1 in. He the one.
Where I tell you, I want you to be at.
So now
Yeah.
you been lied to. You can take your kid elsewhere, or maybe your kid is comfortable, like she's saying, in that position. What
That
do you
ain't
do?
what I wanted.
I know it ain't what you wanted, but like it's up to the kid. Like now, is the intentions for the parent or is it for the child?
Great point. But I'm saying,
I think
as
it's a lot
as-
of with the parents because the parent is
Exactly.
going to fund it. So they're
Right.
going to tell their kids. And that's where I think we're running into a problem
Mm-hmm.
because I brought you to this program. I'm paying for this program. You have to play where the coach and I decided is where you have to play.
Yeah.
But he get down there under that rim. So
All kids got good. I mean, all coaches don't have good intentions either.
no, they don't.
No.
So here's another one then. So we hearing the parent put my son where he supposed to be at. So what do? You keep him out there. You put him on the bench.
If he doing what you want him to do and not listening to his parents, I keep him out there. If he like, let me get out on this wing, dad up there talking to me, mom up there talking, I need to shoot. Then now I'm like, hey,
I think that's such a hard position to be in as a coach because it almost can directly cause conflict with the parent and the athlete. And it sucks because if the parent is the reason why I'm here and I don't do what my parent says,
Right.
like I'm gonna listen to my parent over my coach
See, and-
Because I got to go home with them.
because you got to go home. Like you know what I'm saying?
But
You
that's
might
where
get
the
yeah, but do you
conflict,
want to get
yeah.
benched?
well, listen.
But
that's where the conflict.
yeah, and
is.
that's what I'm saying. That's what, because the thing is, if you're doing the right thing for the team, regardless on if you the man or the girl or you 6 man or whatever your role is, if you're playing your role and it is contributing to the team. However, the thought with your parent is you need to have a bigger role. You need to have a different role. If you go against what your parent says, depending on the situation, the family, whatever, it could cause conflict because at the end of the day, you could be doing with everything that you need to be doing as an athlete, but if your parent is not happy,
I think that's
what it is.
when the parent need to go to the coach and say, I thought we had this conversation.
I think it needs to come from the child first. Has the child approached like, hey, we talked about getting me out on the wing, or is the child okay at practice? You don't know what's going on at practice half the time as a parent. Like
So-
they might
so
be
as a-
comfortable posting up, and that's all they've been practicing.
So as a parent, you talk to your child first before you.
Yeah.
Go to
What are you doing at practice? Why does he think it's okay for you to play inside?
I think as a parent, you just gotta have some decorum. Like it's so inappropriate to not allow somebody that you trusted to do their job.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
paying this program for you. I
In
think,
high school, we not paying.
yeah.
I
But-
mean, I'm just saying.
But,
No.
but I'm saying like even with AAU or even like you're paying this program. So the way that I see it is this: if you cannot do something at a level you need to for your child, what do? You find the resources. You pay that person or that company or that organization
To get
to
there.
allow them to get those resources or get that knowledge. You're showing by putting your child in a program that you do not have, or you
Standards.
may no, or you just may not have the level of knowledge or whatever that they need to get to that next level.
So
That's why you put them in that
going to
program.
move on because you just brought up a point of the cost.
Absolutely.
Cost.
Absolutely.
You know, so the cost is in effect of I'm paying you, giving you $1,500 for my son or daughter
That's
to be
being
in your
intentional.
program,
But you trusted me to give me
not
that
to sit on the
$1,500.
bench.
I thought you had good intentions for my child.
But,
though.
but did we? How's my intentions not good? Because the role. If I put your child in this role and it's not a role that you want, but your child is thriving in this role, how does that make my intentions bad?
That's
So
I like that.
Do you tell the parent? What do you tell the parent?
I think it's just important to establish that at the beginning. Like the biggest
Well,
thing.
you don't know.
Well, I'm saying
No,
like
yes,
just
you
a
do.
broader general statement at the beginning. If y'all have something with how I coach or how I do things, harshly speaking, like
Right.
you could not be here, or we can have a conversation like about, because my thing is one thing I think we talked about a few days ago, Mr. Ayers. One thing you never question is playing time.
Playing time.
Don't
Yes,
come
sir.
to me,
don't question the
especially
coach.
Yep.
because my thing is
Yep.
you've paid this person to do their job. Allow them to do their job.
I guess what I'm saying is by you don't know that player is better thriving at. I'm gonna try him at the 4 one day at practice. I'm like, oh, you actually better. I see. Like,
Yeah, and
potential.
if you're dealing with a humble coach, that can very well happen.
Yeah.
However, if you say you want your son or your daughter to play the 3, and your son or your daughter been playing the 5, I put them at the 3. They do horrible. They give up a bucket. They add a position. They cause a turnover. Whatever.
Reps.
I'm not going to continue.
They need reps though.
How many reps they need?
Till they get
Golly, we got about 3 games a day. How many reps he need?
And I'm gonna agree with you because when you're speaking, a clip came to mind. I was just watching, and it was Jason Williams, White Chocolate, and he was an AAU
Chocolate.
coach, and he said he had this team that was stacked, and he said he set this one kid at the end of the bench because he didn't see, his intentions was he didn't see what this kid had to offer, so he started guys above this kid until an assistant coach came to him and said, "Why are you sitting him at the end of the bench?" He said, "He ain't shown me nothing yet." He said, "Don't you know that's the number 1 player in the country?" It was Anthony Edwards. And he said, quickly, he said, okay, whoever was in there, he switched them out. And I see where you saying with that intentions. If the intentions, I don't know what Anthony Edwards was doing. I don't know what Jason Williams, but I see my intentions is I already got 5 quality guys ready to go. This guy is not giving me what I'm looking for right now. So I can intentionally start him over somebody that's already working. I can intentionally give him these minutes when I see these people, they're showing up for practice, they give it. And again, he didn't say what Anthony Edwards was doing or wasn't doing.
Right.
He just said the ones that he picked, he felt that he had a good,
He trusted them.
yeah.
So you can't play 5 for the whole game. So
You're
so
right.
once again, we have to let the parents know. So we got to do some scenario. We got to let the parents know this is how we're going to run things.
I think it's about who's showing up.
The way
Yeah, it's the way you show, because I
how you
remember,
play your
man, yeah, if y'all remember Coach Arthur Gregory.
greatest, one of the greatest AAU coaches around. Yeah,
Coach Arthur Gregory, he was over legit
Literally legit.
forever. And Coach Arthur Gregory, he actually, his last year before he retired was my senior year at Snyder. And he always told me it's about what you've done lately. It's about what you've done lately. And I never understood it until I got to college. And when I got to college, I called him and I was like, I understand. It's about what you've done lately. It's not about this person has this stat, this person is leading rebounder in this, leading points in this. What have you done for me lately? This is how when people do well in the game or have a breakout game, they continue to stay in the rotation. And the reason why is because what have you done for me lately? You could be on some type of streak. If you've done for me lately nothing but turnovers, you not running the play right, you giving up 30 points, that's what you've done for me lately. So your butt gonna sit. But if you show up in practice and you turn up and you have a good day at practice, maybe your leash gets a little bit longer.
Let's see what you look like in there.
And it's about what you've done for me
And
lately.
that goes to the athlete as well. What's your intentions on being in shape, being on time, being
I like
engaged? What is your intentions for being on this team? What are you offering?
What do you look for?
Too many times, I think I could just show up and I'm good.
Or don't show up and I'm good. I don't show up
I
to
think,
practice.
and I think that's the thing. Like, I really think when it comes to intention, it's consistency.
and then like you were saying, you're measuring improvement.
Yeah, you have to.
If you improved in our system, you get more playing time.
For sure. It has to. Because I
yeah.
can't just be like, well, I like you, so I'm going to play you.
right.
Are
Or
you-
you the number 1 player in the
Yeah, because
Country.
what have you done for me lately?
Yeah, and that goes back to where Coach was making a point, the cost. So if I know my child have practice even at home, I know my child lazy at home. Why would I invest, X amount of dollars in this highly?
That's a word. That's a
Lazy
word.
at home?
That's a word. If your child isn't showing that interest that they want to do it themselves, just because you pay $1,500,
Don't mean they
gonna
gonna do
wanna
it right off the
That's
bat.
that's
They
a
wanna
word.
do it already.
That's a word.
So
That's
it's
a
the
word.
kids that's outside. I'm not forcing them to do that.
It's-
They getting the work in.
It's children that literally will. I coach at different levels, you know. There's children that would literally blow my phone up asking for a ride so they can get to a workout. You hungry. You want it.
Right.
Because you didn't even, when you want it so bad, you think outside the box.
Yeah.
Like some kids be like, oh, well, I didn't have a ride. Did you ask?
Right.
Did you ask anybody outside of maybe your parents? Did you that? And I was that kid. You got to tell me no all the way up to the time practice started in order for me to stop asking people. I might ask 8 people, and then after that, the 9th person gonna pick up and say, "Yeah, I got you." Yes. So if you want it, you're going to go get it. But if you invest that money and they're not even showing that they want it,
But that's that determination. You know, you got to have some determination to be great or want to be, you know, a part of something.
100%.
You know, you just can't want to be something and then don't show interest.
And that goes with the gifted athletes. You know, they automatically think that they have the skill set. So why do I have to, you know, work harder? Why do I have to? And their intentions are just, you know, to be there, you know, because they are the man. But hard work beats talent any day.
That's true.
That's
So,
word.
so if you are
dropping
intentional,
gems today.
if you're intentional with your work ethic, then all of that, and then the money's not going to improve your child's work ethic. I mean, you put them in a A1 program, they're a C- athlete. That's not going to work.
I think it's huge when y'all talk about cost too, because if you really think about it, if someone is ignorant to what AAU is or ignorant to what skills training is, there are programs that will literally
Pick them up.
rob you
Oh, rob you. Oh, yeah. So
because you don't know. Like you don't know what you don't know.
You pay your kid $1,000, we'll put them on the team.
Yeah, and it's like,
And they never play.
or
Or they put you on the 16 and under team.
but it could,
You 12.
or it could even be with training though.
Right.
Like it's
Conditioning.
trainers that like you will have a trainer and you can get a trainer and pay that trainer every month X amount of dollars, and that trainer is also maybe training 20 other kids during the same time they're training your kid.
Timing.
Like even in that, like when it comes to intention, I think the biggest thing is as
Not
a
an
parent,
individual trainer,
as a parent, you have to study what you want it to look like. Like that's my biggest thing. It's certain parents that aren't knowledgeable in sports. You have to study yourself. And the reason why you have to study is because if you're making an investment, normally when somebody invests, they won't return on it. How am I going to get return if I'm just giving my money to something and I don't know what I'm giving my money to? I just know my daughter or my son say they best friend play too.
Right.
And then you hit that, oh, well, if Reggie jump off a cliff, you going to jump off a cliff? If Tiffany jump off a cliff, you going to jump off a cliff?
I feel you right there.
So it's like,
So,
well, Reggie mama paid $1,500. So why you can't? Tiffany mama pays, like,
and how much do you pay?
you
So let me ask you a question then. I know we was talking about the sports side of it. How do we look at, we celebrate the sports side all the time. How many times do we celebrate the academic part of it?
When you saying something like this the other day, literally like they got a big signing for the players or something
commitments
like
and and what do we have for those children that may be going somewhere for an academic
knows, like,
scholarship
you
or
know.
coming? And I think when it comes to intention, that's another thing that parents have to look out for. Is this at the end of the day, everything that I want to do is develop. I want to develop. So is this sport teaching this child how to be a better person?
Right.
Is this sport teaching? I believe
Leadership.
wherever you go,
Yeah.
you're a
Yeah.
product of your environment.
Yes.
True.
So am I putting my child in the environment that is necessary in order for him or her to become a better person, better character?
what people are leading my kids.
Because that's basketball is going to end.
Yeah.
However, character stays with you.
You mentioned something earlier, and I think Shalante did too, about finding a proper fit. The problem is we want to find a proper team. We don't look at, I'm going to use Snyder and Wayne. You know, we have to send our child to Snyder because Snyder has all these records, have all these championships.
Yeah.
We'll send them there. But my child is not a student at Snyder. I mean, they physically go to Snyder, but they're not a student. My son plays football. He get B's up until November. Then after November,
Because he don't have.
Oh, because they don't have nothing else
Ain't no
going
more
for
football.
and and
well, nobody ain't on his head neither.
yeah,
They
and
like,
and we don't worry about that. But we'll take him, like you said, we'll take him to train, we'll take him to workout,
that's
we'll do
huge.
that. But I'm not intentionally worrying about the rest of that year, that school year.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes, it is.
your son is senior got 15 credits. That
So-
didn't make sense.
So that's where we always talk
That's
about
crazy.
student athletes.
Mm-hmm.
And the intention of teaching our kids to be student athletes is so under the radar.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know, we don't
It's getting worse.
only thing we worried about is you getting better on whatever sports you're doing.
Yeah, and I think that's why it's important as just a culture or a unit when it comes to the community to essentially acknowledge those academic. Like they're scholars.
They didn't have nothing
Yeah.
to work for.
They're so it's like you came to school, you did what you needed to do. The celebration needs to be just as big as an athlete because the thing is, when it comes to athletes, we get a lot of acknowledgement. We have a lot of influence. However, we get acknowledgement because people come to see us do something. If we have times or events that we can have people come to see these kids do something,
Yeah.
that's going to inspire them.
But at the end of the day, we see our kids do 4 years of sports. And then what's next? What can you do next? You know, where do you go next? Our intentions was you go do your sports at the next level. Well,
If you didn't make
you
it to
don't.
that next
No,
level.
no. It's not about not making it. You don't have the grades to go play
Right.
at the
Oh,
next level.
okay.
Intention.
And that's where our parents don't have the knowledge. And that's where we need to start teaching our parents and our community
For sure.
They got to finish.
how to have a student athlete and not just an athlete.
Right.
And I think you hit it on the head, but I think the biggest thing is the
definitely.
buy-in from parents. Like parents have to want to learn these things because I promise you the children that are invested, that know, their parents care.
And I'm gonna flip this. I think the investment has to come from the parents, the schools, and the coaches. I think the schools should not excuse those students. You know, and so what? They don't play the next year. They learn, but you know, I mean, Coach, you know, when I was in school, and it may have been when you were in school too, there was Prop 48s. There were things that people had to sit that they couldn't immediate play. And if you had wanted to play, you had to meet a criteria. I don't think that criteria is there anymore. As long as you for that season, and it wasn't just for that season, you had to maintain a grade point average because, and what do you train? You train like 8-9 months out of the year now. So why are you not making sure your athlete is actually studying the 8-9 months out of the year instead of
I know, Coach D, you was telling me how you was trained to read a book
Before the workout.
before the
Yeah.
workout or after
My-
the workout.
It's to this day, it's crazy. I had and when I was in high school, Rashida Muhammad was my coach at Northrop. Her husband, Dre Muhammad, he's a great mentor.
I know
of
his
mine.
guy. Her maiden name was
Ray.
Ray. Yep.
Yeah. Mr.
Yeah.
Dre, yeah. But no, so Dre Muhammad, at the time I was going into my senior year, it was COVID. And he literally told me as much as you're training your body, it should just be, if not as much or more that you're training your mind.
Yeah.
So it got to a point, however many times I work out a day, whatever that time slot is, that's how much I'm reading. At this point, we're not in school. So what's my excuse?
Right.
Like, and if I'm
What's anybody's excuse?
right,
Yeah.
because we ended in March. I didn't go back to school till August from senior year because of everything that happened. So my thing is I had it was some statistic I had read the other day, and it showed how parents or guardians specifically will put their children in AAU, spend thousands of dollars. It was hotels, gas, getting on the road, jerseys, all these things.
Right.
A library card is free.
It won't take him to the
A
library.
library card is free.
Yeah, I'll take him to. I won't take him
Hey,
downtown,
that's
but I'll
real.
take him to Orlando for a tournament.
Yeah, right,
Crazy.
right.
You go into the Run for the Roses and you might go to what's out there, Kings Island or whatever it is, but you will not take your child to the library.
Right.
And I'm so grateful because like I had people in my life that were doing that. My father would reward me for reading.
That's awesome.
So rewarding. You know,
I like that
we
you said that.
talked about that too. You know, for my grandson, he had to be on honor. He had to have A's and B's for him to receive some finance from me,
Right.
and he maintained.
Rewarding
You
good
know,
behavior.
and when he didn't
He
He didn't get it.
Yeah.
And
And it
was
probably
like-
made him feel.
Probably hurt. Yeah, a little bit.
No, it hurt his feelings.
Yeah.
Because it's like, this is what I do.
Yeah. And now
I'm supposed to be
doing
a
it.
student. And this is what this is what I tell all of my athletes.
Mm-hmm.
You are a student athlete. There's no reason why you shouldn't be honor student.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
No,
And,
100%.
and if you need assistance, you need to ask.
Yeah.
Here's
Don't
my
be
last
afraid
thing.
to
Here's
ask.
my last thing that I want to say is a lot of our parents put our kids on winning teams. And they sit way down there on the bench
and they don't get
and don't get no time.
yeah.
You know,
What,
and-
that
Just to
teach,
say I was there.
what does that teach them though?
There's so many people that will not. It's certain parents that do that, and there's certain parents that's like, "Oh, I don't want my kid to play on that team because I know they're not gonna play."
I don't want
Do
to play on
you
that
you
team.
prefer that or you prefer?
But I'm saying that to say, like, one, being vocal about that to a child could also make their confidence dwindle.
So
they don't think that they can play. They haven't even been in the environment
Yeah.
to.
So,
But
it's the way
both
you
sides,
tell them
and
that.
it's both sides. to it.
it's the way you let them be known. Because
100%.
me, I'm going to tell mine, I want to play against the best.
Oh, see, you can say it differently.
Yeah, I want to play
You're
against
like,
the
oh,
best.
they think they good.
No, we're gonna go somewhere where you're gonna get some playing time.
Right.
You're gonna get experience.
And you gonna show them that you
yeah.
better than them.
You gonna get reps.
win or lose,
You're
you're gonna
developing.
get some reps.
Right.
You're
Yeah,
gonna get some
you're
playing time,
developing.
and that's the thing we need to teach our
Right.
parents.
Yeah.
Don't just take them to somewhere where they're not gonna get playing time or don't even see it in practice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. I think that's huge. Like what you just said. At the end of the day, it's development.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
If they're not developing, because if you're gonna sit at the end of the bench and you don't play, you're not getting exposure. You're not gaining confidence. You're losing confidence.
I
if
like the
anything.
way that you said that though. It's the way that you say it. Like, nah, we ain't going over there because we need to prove that if that's the good team, that we
Right. They
just as
beat
good.
me.
Yeah, beat me.
Beat
now,
me.
now you got that better chance on the platform. Like you went up against the top guard in the state,
yes.
and you made him look bad.
Yeah.
Now who look good?
And,
You know?
And I think that's a problem with a lot of athletes, especially if they're high school, AAU, moving to the next level. Because if you look at overtime and the elites, and you see they're stacked.
Yeah.
5 years stacked.
Yeah.
Somebody is missing out on being developed, showing that they're greater than where they are. And the problem is they are stick with that program on a hope. And as Coach
To
said,
get
I'm going
that
to lie to you. I'm going to sell it real good to you
Yeah.
on that hope, and not realizing that if you go somewhere else, you'll get that opportunity. You'll get that reps. You'll be able to build your skill set. But my intentions is just to stay here with the net. And I think that's
Maybe
with
2
everything.
years, or what you saying? Like, how long can I give it? Like,
That's what
I
I
go
was
there
about to
and
say.
see what the feel like, and I'm like, yo, I ain't getting
How do y'all think that discernment looks?
So say that again.
How do y'all think that discernment looks? Like should I wait a year? Should I wait 2 years?
So if I'm gonna start with you, I'm gonna finish with you. I'm not gonna quit in the middle because that's just teaching.
But like, does that mean like
What do you
4
mean?
years?
All
That-
4 years?
no. If I'm not liking it my first year around, I'm gonna let my parents know.
Okay.
I'm teaching my athlete, hey, if you don't like what's going
Right.
on,
Talk
You got to speak. Yeah,
you
got to
finish
speak
it
up.
out
Mm-hmm.
because we teaching loyalty.
right,
We finish. You're gonna finish what you start.
right,
You're not gonna quit because once you quit, you always
right.
quit. You know,
to a certain extent.
That's just
To a certain
look at
extent.
look at the stats.
Look at the stats. The stats of you not getting in. I'm looking at the stats for that year, looking at the practice, looking at how favored I am of even getting to that next spot. It's an evaluation.
What did you do
Mm-hmm.
in that position? If I'm not getting playing time, am I going to work harder
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
if I don't get the
It
playing
could be
time?
a
It takes
favorite thing.
reflection. It
It's a
takes
lot.
reflection.
It could be
takes a whole lot.
anything.
I want to have my parents come and watch me practice. Come to sit in the stands. You
What if
ain't
I'm
say
going
nothing.
crazy at practice?
Then why are you cheering
Yes,
against?
Why
sir.
you not playing?
Exactly.
But that's what I'm
So
saying.
that's
That's
why-
what they saying. If
Yeah.
it's a conversation,
Conversation,
yeah,
yeah,
and then
that
after the
happened with the parent.
conversation, that determines if you gonna stay or not.
So and then you don't have to go blitz
Bizarre.
on them, go
Nah.
off on
Yeah,
them.
Yeah.
You just be like, that's fine.
It's just not working.
We're gonna finish this out and thank you for your service and move on.
Hey,
No.
man.
I mean, everybody's not gonna talk like that.
No, no, no.
You
But
know,
that's a calm
but
and
that's the
collective-
way
yeah.
you should
Yeah,
Handle it.
handle it.
Mm.
it's their program at the end of the day.
It is, and they can play whoever they want to.
Yeah.
You gonna play wherever you want. So
Your money's not promised to put. That don't promise you nothing.
Well, that's what you should, like you said. That's a conversation at the beginning of the program. Your money don't don't tell you that your child gonna play.
Yeah.
His work ethic and what he does bring to the table. That's gonna be
100%.
his playing time.
100%.
But we are gonna develop him. Hey, before we leave out, we got any news coming up?
No special news for me.
Always like.
Like, share.
And subscribe. Okay.
Yeah, make sure y'all tune in. Y'all like and share and subscribe.
Yeah, there you go.
And
And
attention.
if you have something to, if you have any comments that you want to bring to Respect the Game Sports Podcast, please email it in to us so we
Email.
can put it on.
Put it in the comments. Look.
Yeah,
He went old school, didn't he?
Maybe I
I
said,
did say
damn, man.
email.
And
She wasn't
send
like
a
that
letter.
last
Look, no, just like,
Write us a letter. And, it'll be okay. But no, send us a comment in what you say.
just write us. Drop a comment. You
Drop
know,
a comment.
or an email.
Oh no, don't do the emails. They already got me on the email. But yeah, so tune in next time, and as we always say, always protect your mind. Welcome to Respect the Game
Podcast. Let's go get it.
Tune in.